we can trust that things will not be as I am making it sound to you by at least yourself, yes, but at the same time believing that you will ride this through. This, you will get over it, and tomorrow, metaphorically, it will really be next week. The sun will shine again.
Start feeling the tropical storm, winds and the rain is coming from today. He also said something, which was that we must expect more rainfall than we've gotten from any of the other systems we can remember. So we have to take this very, very seriously. And Evan, we are so grateful to have you in the government service, and you will continue. I'm assuring you that we will continue to hear from Evan. He will come on periodically. If we can't do the briefings in this room, we will find a way to get the information to you nevertheless. Thank you, Evan.
You're welcome.
Up next, we have Minister Matthew Samuda, our Minister of Water, Environment and Climate Change. Minister, morning.
Thank you, Minister Dixon. Colleague ministers, heads of agency, permanent secretaries, members of the media, Jamaicans all. We started the very first press briefing, Minister Dixon, by saying that it was not time to panic, but time to prepare. Well, Jamaicans, it's still not time to panic, but the time for preparation is running out. From that perspective, I want to not thank Evan for his words, but thank him for the hours that he and his team have been putting in, certainly over the last 2 or so weeks, in monitoring this critical weather system. The Met Service is operating 24 hours a day, as it always does, but operating at full throttle to ensure that the information that we all need to prepare and to plan is indeed made available. But to Mr. Hall from the Observer's question, let us not have anyone in Jamaica in any corner think that they will escape effect. Let us be clear with every Jamaican that this is a large, slow-moving, dangerous storm, and that it is in your interest to A, listen to reputable news sources, B, ignore sources that are proven to be misinformation on a regular basis, and to tune to those sources that we have told you about before, so that you have the accurate information in a timely fashion that allows you to plan and take the appropriate action. These sources, as we have said, Minister Dixon, are the JIS through the Ministry of Education and Information, certainly the Ministry of Local Government and ODPEM, the Met Services channel, the Prime Minister's channels, the Ministry of Water, Environment and Climate Change channels. Stick to official government sources and reputable media houses for your briefings and for your updates as to the state of the storm, because it is a slow-moving, very wet, very dangerous storm. areas so that we're able to restart the systems as soon as our energy supply turns on, either the temporary energy supply or JPS. This is a serious storm, but we are working with our international partners, certainly through the National Hurricane Center, who coordinate their information through the Met Service to give you the information that you need. We can confirm that we're working with all of our local partners also to make sure that we're able to respond to need for urgent water supply immediately after the storm, Minister Dixon. So with that, I will take my leave and head out.
Thank you. You can't go yet. We have a meeting after this. Up next, we have a very important update from a very important minister, Minister Green. And agriculture is the backbone of this country. And as you heard from Evan in terms of the amount of rainfall that we are expecting, there is a threat there, and also our fisher folk have been listening to you, Minister, and we thank you for your guidance. We see you out there doing the work. We see you all over St. Elizabeth and also briefing farmers. And so this morning we get to hear from Minister Floyd Green on his efforts and the efforts of his ministry. Minister.
Thank you very much, Minister Dixon, colleague, ministers, people of Jamaica. Good morning. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining has activated its emergency protocols and has convened its disaster management and mitigation committee. Our first phase has been to issue various advisories to our farmers and fishers around what to do in the event of this storm. Clearly, we now see that as the week has gone on, the storm has strengthened, and it appears based on the forecast, we are certain to get significant rain and significant wind. As such, we've been saying to our different types of farmers to take necessary precautions. Firstly, for them to be out there harvesting if they can. We have been working with a number of our farmers, our fruit farmers, our pepper farmers, to harvest what they have, to work with our agro-processes to provide those items so that they can minimize their losses. Additionally, we've been saying to our livestock farmers to ensure that they have sufficient feed for their animals, ensure that they have sufficient clean water for their animals. If the animals are in a flood-prone area, move them to higher ground. It is very, very important that they act now, especially in relation to preparing silage so that the animals will have feed during the storm. We've sent out advisories, and our RADA teams have been out in the ground. Literally, our extension officers have been visiting with farmers, saying to them, put these precautions in place. Clear your drains so that you can have the free flow of water. If you're banana and planting farmers, please get rid of the overhanging trees, prop up your plants, store your chemicals in a dry place. We know with a lot of rain comes the onset of fungus. You need to have your fungicides, store them so that when it is clear, and this is a very important part, we don't want anybody to be trying to venture out in the weather event to try to save their crops and animals. Oftentimes that causes loss of life. So make these preparations now. Put your